Shared cycle lanes, all good. Today I'm riding my custom Specalized Allez from 2014. Bought for 500 quid, brand new. And then I went and changed every single component because I didn't like any of them. After I got into road cycling, which cost me about £1,000. So the moral of the story is, I should have bought a bike for 1,000 quid. Because that was better value for money, frankly. But, you know, I wasn't willing to gamble that much because I was always into mountain biking before. I do sometimes ride on the roads, but there's some nice cycle paths down here that are quite relaxing for a Wednesday lunchtime expedition. So we're going to head down here and probably get to the seafront. Which is very nice and picturesque on a sunny day like today. All these are shared cycle paths and walking byways, so I'm perfectly legally allowed to go on here, and these ones are split. But some people, well, most people don't tend to look at the signs, and whoever built them didn't really think about continuity, because they keep switching bloody sides, so you get people walking on the wrong side. That was close. So people tend to go on the side of the road like you would, well, side of the cycle path like you would in the road, but this side is for cycling, the other side is for walking. But yeah, never mind. It's always windy up here, and this one's a little tight because they haven't cut the edges in probably about 3 years. But then until the coronavirus, these weren't really used. I didn't even use them. But I quite like them. Safer than playing with traffic. Now I'm going to shut up and just keep filming. Here out of there, and then we'll go back on this side. I have seen some people cycle down the dual carriageway, but you know, I'm not that mad because it's like 60 mile an hour and I'll pass, frankly. It only takes one driver who's not concentrating and that's it, game over. At least on the 30 mile an hour 40s you've got at least a bit of chance, fingers crossed. But no, not when you can run in parallel. Nice and leafy down here in sections as well. Gives you a nice bit of cool breeze when the sun's quite warm. It's about 23 at the moment. And I don't like the heat. And someone jogging on the wrong side, like I said earlier. Way too much effort for me. Stick to the cycling. Yeah, these paths are pretty flat as well, they're not too bumpy. There's the odd tree roots come through a bit, but nothing serious. This one. Just need to trim the bushes, council, please. Anytime soon would be great. At least there's no brambles. That's difficult to cross up here, so watch out someone doesn't go on this. You dismount there because you cannot see if there's any cars coming. Walking in these shoes is interesting. What, like a penguin? Ugh. Right. A bit more on this. We actually end up near that petrol station over there in the distance, the Shell one. As we carry down here. Sorry, I've got my feet again. Well, road pedals. Pain in the butt. They're not lethal like toe clips, so. Again, people walking on the wrong flipping side. That's my nutting bit. But then, you know what? There's not enough signs, so the only way you can tell is the slats on the concrete dividers. Thanks. People coming across here as well. I tend to find people always underestimate the speed you're doing on a road bike. I mean, I'm not pushing it down here because there's lots of people about, but it'll do a double take and then just walk across in front of you and you think, I'm doing like 20 miles an hour, dude. Let's call this fun anyway. Ooh, bumpy. Drop a few gears. Ah, oh, yeah, that's good. I think I've swallowed about 3 insects already. If I didn't say it before, this is the town of Weston Super Mare, which is in North Somerset in the southwest of England, not too far from Bristol. Quite a popular tourist destination with people from Birmingham usually, actually, and further afield. So it has nice beaches, and there's another place to seafront as well called Sand Bay, which is quite quiet, which is not so busy as the main seafront. And we're heading towards the helicopter museum at the moment. Thanks. I'm going to go through the new housing estate, which has only really been built. But they put shared cycle paths, which is nice, so I can avoid the road for a little bit longer, which is less stressful. Get killed by people coming off the roundabout. There we are. There's always a flipping headwind down this bit. There's the helicopter museum. It's quite an interesting, for a couple of hours if you're into that kind of stuff. They've actually got a Russian Hind in there from the 80s, which was used in Afghanistan. Apparently it was the fastest helicopter ever built when it was made. Heavily armoured as well. Pretty cool. They also have open cockpit days sometimes as well, so if you've got a child like I have, they can go and sit in some of the helicopters and have lots of events. It's all on pause now at the moment. I'm going to shut up for a second. Perfect. Thank you. Try and be polite. So it's quite a cool museum, and you get in once, which isn't expensive, and then you can keep your ticket and go in for the rest of the year. So if you're down in Weston, it's a rubbish day when everything's back to normal and it's open. That is. Down on the drops of this bit. Oh. There we are. It's quite warm out here. There is no headwind. The last 3 times I've ridden down here, there's been a horrible headwind. Let's come out of the saddle slightly because see, the roads are nice right here, and you know what, I'd say 90% of drivers in this town are really good, particularly the taxi drivers as well. Actually, the minicab drivers seem to be really cautious when they go around, which I think some people would be surprised at, but they are good in this town. You get the odd numpty, but not that dangerous, is it? Sorry. So this is the first film of my GoPro. I've tried this. Helmet feels a little bit weird and heavy, but it's not too bad considering I've got quite a heavy camera on top of it. So the footage looks good, eh? Some nice cottages over there actually. Dead end road. So this is that's going to be a school, I think. Ooh. I do like what they've done with the houses down here, with all the pastel colours on the rendering. They look modern and quite nice actually. Always look both ways when you go onto a path. Always look both ways unless you want to die. Yeah, so they've done quite a good job of them. They look pretty smart, rather than just being brick or rendered in one colour. They look quite nice. The question is though, how big are they on the inside? Which I don't know, but you know, they've got these nice little secluded streets and stuff. It looks pretty smart down here. Although you're going to be living next to a building site probably for about 6 years. And then if you enjoy the view at the moment, I guarantee all of this will be houses. And so you're just in the middle of a housing estate. It was on the road, good. And this path is silky smooth. It's quite nice. On 23mm tyres and fairly hard rims. So this is one of 2 of my bikes. This is the first road bike I bought, and then obviously I upgraded. And then I did have a mountain bike, which is a Canyon, which was awesome, but didn't really get the time to go and put it on the car, go to the forest and ride it. Plus, I kept bloody falling off it, and I thought I was going to sustain a serious injury at some point soon, so I decided to sell it. Afternoon. And then I bought a Cube Cross Race Pro. It's a cyclocross bike, which basically I can take anywhere with the family, which is great, but it's also good on the road. So I would recommend that actually. But these days I wouldn't suggest a cyclo bike. I'd probably suggest a gravel, because the cyclocross bikes now become purely for cyclocross racing with the gears, etc. Check out Cube. They make some good bikes and they're actually really reasonable. I do like my Specalized. Bit bumpy down here, but so we're going to get on the road up there. Probably catch those two. Only gets a bit tight because I'm going quick. Probably planning to do some basic bike maintenance videos on this channel as well, just for a bit of fun. So at some point, I'm just starting out, so it's just for my enjoyment, not for making money or anything. I think we can sneak on the road here, look at that. And the roads around here are pretty good. And the driver's quite courteous. Except that guy drove way too close. In a rush, mate. Jeez. Give those guys more room. I think sometimes people are in such a rush to get around you, they're not looking what's in front of you or what's a hazard next, you know, which is a bit irritating. As long as they don't hit me, I don't really care. Right, I'm gonna stop talking now and just concentrate on riding. I'll mention some stuff again when I get down the seafront.